morning. I'm going to call to order the Oakland County Board of Commissioners Public Services Committee at 11 a.m. on October 31st, 2017. And with that, I'll ask for a roll call, please.
Spiz.
Present.
Jackson. Here. Berman.
Here.
Teets.
Here.
McGilvray.
Here.
Dwyer.
Here. Thank you. Please join me in the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. With that, I'll ask for a motion for the approval of the minutes from the October 17th, 2017 meeting, moved by Commissioner Berman, supported by Commissioner Jackson. Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Thank you. I'll now ask for a motion for the approval of the agenda, moved by Commissioner McGilvray, supported by Commissioner Spiz. Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Thank you. Now I'll open it up for public comments. Any public comments? Seeing none, we'll close public comments and go to our regular agenda. And our first item is the Veterans Service Division acceptance of donations, and that's moved by Commissioner Teets. Mr. Teets, sorry. Supported by Commissioner Jackson. And our presenter is Garth Wolf. Garth, good morning.
Thank you, Commissioner. This is we want to accept a donation of $10,000, which we received from Others First. We want to move the World War I casualty plaque, which is located outside the Board of Commissioners auditorium. It's in a location that is less than ideal. It's not really accessible to the public. We want to move that to the front of the courthouse where people would actually be able to view it, to see it. It's got the names of 150 Oakland County residents who fell in World War I. We'd like to do that before the 100-year anniversary of the end of World War I is November 11th, 1918. So we were able to receive a donation of $10,000 from Others First. The total cost of the project is $24,000. That includes removal of the plaque, repair to any damage that's done to the wall there. They have to send the plaque down to Georgia to get it mounted on an appropriate granite base, and then they have to actually place it and put a cement foundation beneath it in front of the courthouse there. We're going to work on that cost, hopefully try to get that down a little bit. But again, we want to accept this donation, open an account, and hopefully receive donations to complete that project before, again, November 11th, 1918.
Very good. Any questions for any commissioners? Any, seeing none, roll call vote, please.
Spiz.
Yes.
Jackson.
Yes.
Berman.
Yes.
Teets.
Yes.
McGilvray.
Yes.
Dwyer.
Yes, motion carries. Thank you.
Thank you.
Our second item is the Sheriff's Office fiscal year 2018 Secondary Road Patrol and Traffic Accident Prevention Program grant acceptance. This is moved by Commissioner Teets, supported by Commissioner Berman. And we have Captain Joe Quisenberry, and if you'll just introduce your people with you this morning, Captain.
This is Lieutenant Tony Spencer. He is Lieutenant in charge of Patrol Services. And Sergeant Jen Miles, she's actually where the rubber meets the road on the grant, and it's under her direction this grant operates. Normally Mike McKay would be sitting here and he would rattle off all kinds of facts and figures to tell you about the history of this grant. I don't know that, so I brought reinforcements with me. To tell you a little more about the grant is Lieutenant Wendy Reyes. She'll speak to that, and then we'll be open.
Thank you. Lieutenant?
Oh, wait, I said I said that wrong. I'm sorry. No, this is the Secondary Road Patrol. Is Tony Spencer.
Tony.
The Secondary Road Patrol grant is funded by the Office of Highway Safety and Planning. It fully funds 1 sergeant and 4 deputies to patrol secondary roads within the county in all jurisdictions. It also provides education to the public as far as traffic safety and things like that.
Any questions?
No.
Commissioner Teets?
No questions.
No questions. Commissioner McGilvray?
How is the amount that we get
Is there a formula that sets up how much we get? I see a decrease of 84,000.
We unfortunately lost one position due to cuts by the state, apparently. I would have to direct that question to the
There's not
financial
a-
end of it.
There's not a formula, they just notify us as to what the award is going to be, and then it dictates positions and motor pool.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions? Mr. Jackson?
Thank you. Do you work closely with, I think it's the Traffic Improvement Association, the Justin Tilden, those folks?
I would direct that to Sergeant Miles. She
Yes.
is familiar with that.
Yes, we do. The Traffic Improvement Association helps us with any complaints that we might get. They will do a road study for us and let us know exactly where the problems might be so we can go enforce and make sure the public's safer.
Thank you, because they came and did a road study in Southfield at a request, so I just wanted to contact work today.
We also attend their meetings, so their quarterly meetings, to keep up to date on anything going on with them.
Okay, any other questions? Commissioner Dietz? No? Seeing none, roll call vote, please.
Jackson.
Yes.
Berman.
Yes.
Teets.
Yes.
McGilvray. Spiz.
Yes.
Dwyer.
Yes, motion carries. Next item is the Sheriff's Office fiscal year 2018 Automobile Theft Prevention Authority grant acceptance, and this is moved by Commissioner Spiz, supported by Commissioner Berman. And we have, if you would, Captain, recognize or identify the people we did this morning.
On my right is Lieutenant Wendy Reyes. She's the in charge of the program. The administrator of the program is Sergeant Nicole Quisenberry.
Well, welcome. Lieutenant, weren't you the police chief in Pontiac?
Yes.
I thought so. Go ahead.
And once again, McCabe would know all these facts and figures because he was there at the inception of this and watched it grow to what it is today. I'm not as familiar with it, so I brought the cavalry here to help me out.
Thank you. Who wants to go first?
I will. I'll just give a brief overview. The Oakland County Sheriff's Department has been participating in fighting auto theft in the ATPA grant since its inception in 1986. Since then, the auto theft has been reduced close to 70%. And the Auto Theft Unit is a multi-jurisdictional task force with the Sheriff's Office acting as a project director. 12-member team is comprised of Hazel Park, Royal Oak, Pontiac, Farmington Hills, Southfield, and Detroit. Currently, Southfield is our newest partner. They have been involved in the grant before, but they're actually joining the OCATS team. And we are going to be moving this month, well, next month, to house our South End unit in the Southfield PD. So it's going to be an excellent working relationship and team with the South End crew of the auto theft. Funding for this unit is provided in part by a grant from Auto Theft Prevention Authority, and it's currently a 50% match, including salaries, benefits, equipment. Each individual department makes up the difference. And we've been awarded several awards for our work, and we're just grateful for the support on the commissioners for this mission.
So, are you saying the funding has been cut by what percent? Did you say 50%?
No, it's currently, we match
They
50%.
Okay.
It's not cut.
But the funding is still at the same
Yes.
level it's been at for a number
I
of
mean,
years?
it's gone, years ago it was 40%, then it went up to as high as 59%. But yes, it's generally been 50%, and that's what it is. And even with the move to Southfield, the ATPA is going to try to work it out so they can put all the front money 100% for the move, for the desks, for the phones, that kind of stuff. So they're being very
So
helpful.
how many members in the task force?
There's 12,
12?
11 paid for.
And what departments are represented in the task force?
Hazel Park, Royal Oak, Pontiac, Farmington Hills, Southfield, Detroit.
And
Am I missing?
this is headed by the Sheriff's Department, I assume?
Yes, correct.
Any questions from any commissioners? Okay, seeing none, roll call vote, please.
Berman.
Yes.
Teets.
Yes.
McGilvray.
Yes.
Spiz.
Yes.
Jackson.
Yes.
Dwyer.
Yes, motion carries. Could you just give us a quick overview as far as where we're at with auto theft? Is there, I'm sure there's been a significant decrease over the past decade or so.
Yeah, in the last 10 years, from 2005 to 2015, we've had a 44% decrease in Michigan, and in Oakland County, it's generally higher than the average of the state.
And what do you contribute to the decreases? What are the factors why the decrease?
Well, I'd say our work is one.
Work,
But
number one.
of course, you know, the auto industry is doing a better job of using key fobs and different things to protect from auto theft. The public's getting better about, you know, keeping their, you know, doors locked and not leaving their keys in the car, that kind of thing. So there's many things that go
Very
into
good.
it, but our work certainly makes a big
Absolutely.
difference.
Absolutely. Commissioner McGilvery.
Yeah, is this grant money derived from insurance companies? Is that what it is?
The grant money is derived, we each pay $1 towards our insurance premium to donate to this fund.
Yeah, that's what I thought about, but I just wondered.
Yes.
Thank you. Commissioner Jackson.
The decrease, the 44% decrease, is that also, in like the city of Southfield?
I don't know the exact number for Southfield, their stats, but that's overall in Michigan. So it does reflect, you know, even Detroit has had decreases, and so has, you know, it fluctuates. But since '86, I think there's only been 5 years where there has been an increase. So
And
it's
then
steadily going down.
And then the office buildings and the business community folks are coming in for the cars and structures and, office parking lots. That's included in these figures, of course, right?
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, any other questions? Captain, anything else you'd like to say about regarding
Thank you
the
very
sheriff's
much.
department, or maybe the undersheriff or the sheriff?
I'm sure if Mike were here, he would be able to rattle off a lot of thank yous to where we're at and where we're going. But right now, I'm not aware of anything. I will say, under my unit or my division, we have the DNA lab, and I know everybody's been waiting for that to open. I could tell you that last week, the final step of being hooked up with the CODIS to the FBI for data entry is now possible. We're open for business now, and we should be very shortly
That's great
finishing the
news.
training to open the doors for the, I'm going to hope is a huge avalanche of caseload.
Right. It will be too.
Mhm.
We've been working on that DNA lab for what,
5 years.
now?
5 years.
Congratulations.
Right. But
Thank you.
the grand opening isn't just yet, but it's real close.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Our next item is friend of the court fiscal year 2017 through fiscal year 2021 operative reimbursement program grant amendment under 15%, and we have Suzanne as our presenter, and it's moved by Commissioner Spiz, supported by Commissioner McGilvery. Morning, Suzanne.
Good morning. I am here requesting a smallish amendment to my grant to do a little bit of a restructuring in my office. We had needs in 2 departments. Our interstate department, which is staffed by paralegals, has seen an increase in their caseload and also an increase in the complexity of their work. So, for example, if somebody divorces under the new Interstate Family Support Act, say someone divorces in Nevada and one of them moves here, they may open a case here for enforcement or modification, or under the new Interstate Act, they may just come into our office and ask for us to help them participate in a hearing by phone in Nevada. So the number of cases has increased, but the responsibilities of the unit has increased. So we've asked for a new support specialist position to be created in that unit. And also in our systems unit, which used to be called our scanning unit, we've noticed that they've been handling much more complex work. So we're asking to eliminate 1 position and upgrade 3 other positions to handle the more complex work that they do. So for example, we're testing right now moving all of our computers to Windows 10. But with being part of a statewide child support program, we have to make sure that that program works in the Windows 10 environment, along with our EDMS and our e-filing and all of that. So that's been complicated. So we're proposing to eliminate one position in that unit and upgrade 3 others. And it's mostly all paid for by the elimination of that one position, with the exception of about $10,000, which is covered in our grant easily. Favorability.
Very good. Any questions? Okay, seeing none, roll call vote, please.
McGilvray?
Yes.
Spiz?
Yes.
Jackson?
Yes.
Berman?
Yes.
Teets?
Yes.
Dwyer?
Yes, motion carries. Anything else to report this morning, Suzanne?
No, but I'm happy to answer any questions you might have about
Any
Friend of the Court.
questions?
I know there's a couple of new commissioners, so if you do get constituent calls or have concerns, my direct line is on the county directory, and you're always welcome to call me. Mhm.
Our old clients of mine use it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll move to communications. We have 2 items. We need a motion to receive and file. It's moved by Commissioner Jackson, supported by Commissioner McGilvery. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Okay, is there any other business? Not, we're adjourned.